Kira, do you have anything exotic? Something no other woman in Markarth would be
The
wearing?
bloodiest beef in the Reach.
Have one set of bracelets in a style
Can I help
that's
you?
popular with the nobility and Sentinel.
Ah, now that is a good
Sentinel?
question.
That's in Hammerfell.
Where does Hogney get the finest,
You
freshest
say these
meat from
bracelets
all
are
over the
only
Reach?
worn by the
The answer is simple.
They are popular with
Orcs.
the nobility and
There is a
the
stronghold nearby
This
whose
is
hunters can
the
butcher a deer in seconds.
worn by ground
Now having an orc for a wife would be something. Yes.
Maybe in a few seasons I can
Strong
afford
and
such a
bulky.
treasure.
Too bad they don't let people go beyond the walls. Let me show you where they are. Maybe they welcome you. Maybe they put an arrow in your face. Who knows? Do I look like a guide? Only thing I do is sell meat. Are you going to buy or not?
You've done well.
I can't wait to see what the future brings.
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
Yes?
Need some fresh meat for your family? Just look at the blood coming from this cut.
That's disgusting.
Redguard
Hey, you wanna play a game?
every pig.
Ha! Drink ain't gonna kill me.
You have to look at the
Not
blood
today,
closely to see the quality of the meat. How else will you know it's fresh?
I don't need to know if it's fresh from this distance.
What can I do for you, friend? My family came here centuries ago. We made a good living smithing the silver
I
that
wonder
flows
if we
through
should
the
finally
city.
leave
But
Markarth.
you probably wanted to know
These
about the
dragon
fancy
flags.
carvings and
I think
stonework, didn't you?
Skyrim's cursed.
Travelers always do.
I just don't know if
Here.
I can keep you safe.
I have a delivery I need to make to
Bloodiest beef
Calcimo.
in the Reach.
Why don't you take it to him? He knows the history of Markarth better than anyone. Thank you. He can be a bit difficult, but I'm sure he'll appreciate your help. Beautiful things for beautiful people.
Wanna
Come
cut
back if you
venison
need a
or
new
what?
ring or necklace.
Hmm?
Hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter. Everyone's been talking about you. The guards will have to answer for throwing an innocent person in Sidna Mine. No, I'm not Arnleif. Yes, I know it's called Arnleif and Sons. I inherited the store from my husband. His father was Arnleif. My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago, for sworn attack. I miss that stubborn oaf. No, as if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the streets. It was the Forsworn, wasn't it? I lose dozens of shipments every season to those barbarians. Now they're in the city? Gods help us. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? I swear, if my Gunnar was alive to see me now. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Dibella statuette. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn. Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. Come back whenever you need something.
Need a new blade? Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point. The girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asked for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there. That's right. An orc stronghold, kept to ourselves, Lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain. Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Aquis, would you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Let me know if you need something forged.
Still here. I am at your command. Let's get going then. Still here. What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow.
Need a new blade? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Is there something I can help you with?
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs. I have potions for disease, love sickness, irritating children. Comes with living to a ripe old age. People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things from you. See? I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? Just say it should solve that problem he has. Thank you. Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends, so many kin, all lost trying to rebuild a past that was over long ago. Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Yes.
What can I do for you, friend? Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? Need something? Unlike my husband Cupper, I watch after our guests.
What was that you said, venomous wife
What were
of
the guards
mine?
thinking taking you in?
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf.
My daughter Adara is going to be a fine silversmith when she's older. Huh?
Oh, it's you. Sorry to hear about your imprisonment. I'm sure the guards didn't mean to throw you in jail. This is the Silver Blood Inn. Are you joking? You just rented a room from me. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
My wife Kira runs our jewelry stall in the market.
Hey, wanna play tag? You're the best.
Bloodiest beef in the reach.
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? Seems no one in this city has. I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites, and so forth. Thank you for your time. Don't know what that man expects. House is empty.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
You there, you another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the Divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now, the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. He used the Thum, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city. Just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. Stay out of trouble in my city.
I'm Calcelmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory. Don't let my uncle go on about his theories. He'll be here all night.
I have things to study. What is it? What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting to pick that up. Poor Kira. Such a patient woman. Now, you're supposed to get something for your trouble, aren't you? How about some gold? People seem to like that, I notice. Yes, their history and culture is all around us in Markarth. A race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works. To protect my research, for one. There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would steal my findings if they got the chance. And the excavations into Nichuanzel are dangerous. Dwemer machines and traps still functional, even after thousands of years. Spells and incantations, for those with the talent to cast them.
If it's about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon. All right. I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you. Take my key, and be careful. Arcade, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall, that his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life. New to Skyrim? I was confused at first too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers. Tread lightly in the hall. You don't know what's in there.
Not many would walk blindly into a crypt, smelling of steel and blood, but not fear. I feel the hunger inside of you, gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your mouth grows wet. Your stomach growls. It's all right. I will not shun you for what you are. Stay. I will tell you everything you have forgotten.
You were young when you first tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or sister had died? An accident, of course. Then the hunger set in. Curiosity. What's the harm in just one bite? It's okay now. You found a friend who understands you. You can let go of your guilt. A lot of our kind block out the memory of their first meal. The shame is too much. But you don't need to hide anymore. Namira, the Lady of Decay, accepts you for what you are. She has a place for us where we can sate our appetites without judgment. Very well. But should the hunger call out to you, I'll be waiting outside Reachcliff Cave. Tell the people of Markarth that their dead are safe. My work is done here.
Returned. What happened in the Hall of the Dead? Divines preserve you. You're a hero. We'll reopen the hall right away. Here, take my amulet as a reward. Arcade protect you.
Shame on you. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having. Fine. We're the ruling body of the Old Mary Dominion. Saviors of Myr. Victors of the Great War. The Empire exists because we allow it to exist. And I'm here to make sure the Jarl of Markarth remembers that. The Thalmor saved all of Elvenkind during the Oblivion Crisis. We've been watching over our lands for 200 years. We refounded the Old Mary Dominion, an alliance between us and our Bosmer cousins. You might know them from their common name, Wood Elves. We intend to prove the superiority of Myr over man, 1 century at a time.
You're pushing your luck!
How dare you! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words. Good luck to you.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward. Oh, yes. Thank you. Here you go. Some gold for your assistance, and your discretion. I have letters to read.
By killing Marinak, you freed Markarth from his hidden tyranny. On behalf of the city, I thank you. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. The city is built into the mountainside, so it's hard to reach into, even from the skies. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. If you'll excuse me, I have a city to run.
Yes?
You speak to Igmund, son of Arolfdir, Jarl of Markarth. I don't know you, and I don't sell what precious property we have to outsiders. But if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable, I might deem you worthy to live here. My steward will handle things from there. Mm-hmm.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward. The Jarl has put out a bounty on Forsworn. Here, take a look at this decree for details. I have letters to read.
Oh, it's you. Sorry to hear about your imprisonment. I'm sure the guards didn't mean to throw you in jail. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
What can an old skull do for you, huh? That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students. Sure, what can I do for you? Ysmir's blessing on you. This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With the voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn's come. Songs are just old memories that help the mead go down quicker.
If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can. Any aspiring mage would do well to look for the college in Winterhold. Head there, and you'll get what you're after. Although our Jarl's humble wizard might be willing to help you too. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I'm right behind you.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Better half. And your better half is telling you to stop being an idiot and serve the customers their drinks.
You've done well. Back when I was in
This is
prison
the
for being a
Silver Blood
pickpocket.
Inn.
How are the necklaces
I'll let you
You're
selling?
lying. You're not quick enough to be a pickpocket. What's the real reason? But damn if I ain't almost sober.
With the symbols of other provinces.
Used to be everyone in Markarth wore a necklace showing his home province.
Aye, a whole heap of it. You see that temple? Way up there? All them women keeping to themselves? Won't let poor Degane in, nope. Not even for a look. But they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but I know what I'll use it for.
We'll talk more of this when I come home tonight.
Well, let's not put it like that. Wouldn't want the Thieves Guild catching wind of us, eh? Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in Riften promised for it.
That sounds lovely.
You'll be helping out an old beggar, and the divine smile on that sort of thing.
Unlike my husband Klepper, I watch after our guests.
What was that you said, venomous wife of mine?
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf. You come right to me if... Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both?
I wonder if we should...
I should remind Klepper to clean this place
These
up.
dragon attacks.
I've got your
I
back.
think Skyrim is cursed.
What kind of talk is this? The man I married would never speak of leaving his home.
I just don't know if I can keep you safe.
I'm right behind you.
Safe, no matter what.
I am at your command. Let's get going then.
Kira, do you have anything exotic? Something no other woman in Markarth would be wearing.
You're the best!
Have one set of bracelets in a style that is popular with the nobility and Sentinel.
Sentinel? Hammerfell, correct? And you say these bracelets are only worn by the...
Need something?
They are popular with the nobility there, yes. This particular bracelet is a copy of one worn by a crown princess.
Maybe in a few seasons I could afford such a treasure.
Mama, when is Kay coming home?
He's off fighting, Adara, with the Stormcloaks. He'll return when the war is over.
Our son joining Cloaks. If this war had never happened, Cade would have joined the Imperial Legion like grandfather.
Endon, we talked about this. Are you still disappointed in Cade's choice?
No. I was a young man, I would have done the same.
Can I join the Legion when I grow up?
If there's still a Legion left, Adara, sure you'd make a great soldier. Just like your brother.
Here for work?
Frobby, my dear loving wife, could you please clean out our guest rooms?
Clean the rooms yourself, Klepper. It's not like you do anything important around here.
No, just check in the guests and manage the coin, and keep a roof over your head. No, nothing important.
Before the Forsworn took up arms again, when you could walk the roads in peace.
Endon, dear, please don't. Save your frustrations for work.
You're right, dear. I'm sorry to worry you.
The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time. I'm sorry. The Temple of Dibella is closed. You can receive your blessing if you wish, but the other sisters are in seclusion. The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time. Debella's blessing to you. What do you need, handsome? A heathen. Lovely. Oh, don't put on that angry look. I'm just teasing you. Debella is the divine of beauty. She is a patron deity to artists and bards and those who seek life's simple pleasures. The temple offers her blessings to pilgrims, and instruction in enjoying all life has to offer. Be careful not to fall on your way out.
Traveling in the Reach is dangerous. You need a good carriage. Where do you want to go? Sit back and enjoy the ride. Get up there.